Hello everyone, welcome to Lindsay's Builds. This is my first ever YouTube video. I've been a modeller for quite a number of years now. I do enjoy it, so I thought I'd do a kit review on the Titanic Academy. I make quite a number of Engineer builds. So this is the 1/400 scale. I've already built one of these in 1/700. So I'll be looking forward to getting stuck into this. I should do the kit review. I shall have to bring the sprues up to the camera, as I don't get a very good picture from the bench, as I can't really rotate the tablet, so that's only what I'm working on. So we'll get some stuff out the bags just to show you. This is it's quite an old kit really, but I'm sure some of you have seen these before. But I'm quite impressed with the kit really. It's nicely moulded. I'm not too bothered whether it's accurate or not. I don't really go down that route. So I'm impressed actually with all the portholes being drilled out, as you can see. So I'm quite impressed with that. That saves all that drilling and cleaning it up afterwards. So there's the hull. There is a little bit of a seam line down the middle, so that won't take a lot of getting out. Just a nice bit of sanding and like that, and maybe some little bit of filler. But yeah, that's it's pretty good. Then you've got the usual stand with it. Shan't take it out of the bag. There's the stand. Quite a fair size stand. I normally put my builds in dioramas, so I'm not sure whether I should do that with this one. I just might build it and put it on the stand. Just have to see how it goes. I shan't get too much out the bags because I won't be building it yet. I'm in the model of a couple of other projects at the moment, but yeah, it's not bad. You've got the masts there in that sprue there, and some other little parts. I think these are for the tops of the chimneys on there. Quite nicely moulded parts actually. I'm quite impressed. You've got the ladders on that side there, up there. So that's that one. And we've got one of the decks on there. So that's nicely moulded. It's actually got some good detail in it actually. You can't really see it on the camera, but the detail is there. The wooden boards and that. It's quite impressive. This bag's already open because I've actually done a kit review on this on my Facebook group. So there's another one of the decks. It's quite nicely moulded. But it's like I say, this is my first ever YouTube video, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm not like some of the professionals who does it. But, there's one of the other decks. In this bag here, we have some of the outer pieces with railings that goes around the bow and the stern of the ship. I'm quite impressed with these railings actually. They're nicely moulded. Just needs a little bit of clean up inside because there's a little bit of flash just inside, but that'll clean up with a nice thin modelling knife. This is with the worst of the two. So, but yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. Because normally the railings on plastic kits are normally thick and horrible, but yeah, this is pretty good. It's quite good. On this sprue here, we have lots of other parts for the superstructures. All the side parts and that, they're all nicely moulded. It's quite impressive really, not bad. It's a bit different to the 1700 because the 1700 scale is quite nasty. I'm not too sure whether you can get any photo etch for this kit, so if anybody knows where I can get a photo etch set for this, please leave in the comments please. There's the bow deck, and there's the stern deck and all the other decks, parts of the decks. It's not heavy and flash or anything, it's quite nice. It's pretty good, I like it. So that's that sprue. On this, in this bag here, I shan't open this bag either. You got like your stand parts. Got a nice little ship that you can put on your plinth. And obviously you got your nameplate, the Titanic nameplate, some brass anchors, but I shall paint over those. And you got one of the steering wheel houses for the thing. There's the main steering thing. The clear parts on this, I'm quite impressed with the clear parts for the skylights. They've got nicely detailed moulding on them. It's absolutely brilliant. So that's that. It's quite a few clear parts, and also you've got your flags and stuff for your decals. They're pretty good too. So that's those in that bag there. It's like I say, I don't really want to open the bags because I don't want stuff floating around in the box. In this bag here you've got your funnels and lots of little ladders to go up the funnels and the piping and stuff like that. So that's those, and then you've got two repeated sprues for all your railings, which are quite impressive. They're nice and thin, they're lovely. They're actually as good as photo etch, perhaps better than photo etch because these are in 3D and not 2D. So that's pretty impressive there. They're both repeated sprues, so that's pretty good. I'm quite impressed with the kit. In this bag, this one's open. I've opened that one. You've got all your lifeboats down there and some other boats there. You've got your davits, they're nicely moulded. and some more davits there, and lots of other little pieces. These ones here, the cranes. These cranes are quite impressive actually, because they're not one solid block at all. So that's pretty good. You know, your other parts there, I presume these are for the sitting the boats on. And you got your air funnels on there. Same here. And just lots of other little parts. Don't ask me because I don't really know the names of them. And that's the front part of the Titanic. I imagine that bit's from the wheelhouse, right at the front. Yeah, it's all nicely moulded, not flashed, nothing. Pretty good. So that's that sprue. On this sprue here we have the actual sides on there, on both sides. There's super detail here where these windows are. Really, really fantastic detail. Academy always do make good kits. I'm quite impressed. I build a lot of Academy kits actually. It's nice. Quite impressed. So that's those two sprues. Then we've got the call out for all the colours, the painting guide. I always thought the funnels was yellow on the Titanic, but these are moulded in orange. I should do mine yellow. So that's all your painting guide, which is pretty super impressive. And then you've got a little cardboard stand there. You can always put next to your ship. Me, I should just throw this in the bin when I come to make this. So that's the sprues, and then you've got a good instruction set. It shows you how to build the stand first, just there. And then you've got your ribs to go inside the hull, which is a one-piece bath hull. And the usual props and your propellers. I always put the propellers on last. That's the last thing I ever put on a build, they are. And there's a drilling out thing. Stage 4. I don't know if I skipped a stage. No. Stage 4 is building the cranes. So that's that part. And then you've got these deck parts here where you've actually got to put your rigging lines through. Shows you how to do that. But I've been researching on the Titanic, and these rigging things were actually connected to like rods that came through the deck. It's a shame that they don't make these rods that will sit into the deck and then you can rig it that way. On this page here you got all your start to build your parts. Got parts on the bow, and then there's all your other parts to put on there. And then it starts to tell you to build your parts of your superstructures. Same again on that one. The actual instructions is pretty good. It's nothing to, it's not rocket science. It's pretty good. So that's that. Stage 10 and 11, that's more superstructure parts, putting all your sides for the decks. That's for the, I think that's the bottom deck, and then they put them on and then put another deck on top. Same thing there. Stages 13 and 14, that one there is building some more sides up and putting lots of little parts on. These there is building the chimneys with your ladders and pipe work. Stages 16 and 17, 18 and 19, it's putting the chimneys on, building a few more bits there, shows you where to put the chimneys on and stuff like that. Hope you can see it. Stages 20, 21, 22 and 23 is building more structures. There's quite a lot of little parts to this kit. Pretty good. I like to build one 350 and one 400. It's about the right size for me. In the future videos, I shall do some more review, some more things on kits, kit reviews. There's more structure parts there, stuff like that. And you got some nice reference pictures here as well on the instructions. Stages 29. Stage 29 is starting to do your rigging for your chimneys. Well, it's not actually rigging, they're stays. These are the parts I was on about actually, because there's like a rod that comes through the deck, and it's got like a twisted bar with a hook, kind of shackle on it and everything else that should come through the decks. But obviously they don't make these parts for the kits, so they're just putting the stays right through the decks and pulling them back up through. But I shall build my own stays and then drill them and glue them into the deck, and that'll make it easier. I'll just make them out of some plastic rod. So that's that one. Stage 31 is showing how to fit that top deck onto these other decks. And then there's the tops of your chimneys. There's another nice little reference photo on there. Then it shows you how to put the sides on, and then drop this whole deck into the hull itself, and then putting the front and back railings on. Stage 35 all the way to 37 and 38 is just putting some more parts on your mast and everything else. It's a bit more here, and then it goes into your rigging. nice measure there, so you can measure it out. So that's that. There's quite a few stages to this actually. 39 to 40, showing you put your ladders on and a bit more rigging just there. And you've got some more nice reference photos on the instructions. Stages 41 all the way to 42. Start doing your lifeboats and your davits, and then there's your communication lines that goes from mast to mast, and then some more reference photos and another measure. So that's that bit. Gives you a front and left view and a few rear and left view on the reference photos. And then it shows you how to put the communication line on. And there's another reference photo. So that's that. And in there you got your parts. Check all your parts before you start building it. Make sure they're all there. Same again on that page. Some more parts. That's that. So that's the end of the kit review. Let's say like or comment. And I say, like, this is my first ever YouTube video. There will be lots more with me building kits. So thank you very much. Till the next video. Thank you. Bye.